toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Mississippi State's offense takes the field. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Makes the catch at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So Florida Atlantic's offense will take the field for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is bound to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Got room at the 35. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Wide out trying to get it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Bulldogs in the hurry up. Looking to fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. Under fire! And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Got a first down. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board, turning it on! And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. Florida Atlantic looking to score from the red zone. Rides the back on the option. The give. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wideout. Caught behind the line. It's Lawson. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take striving for the goal line. Loose football. And he was able to get back on top of it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations.
Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Fitted in the window for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball up.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds.
Personal foul. Unnecessary defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
They'll move the tight end. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off play action. Complete to the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Got his man out of the backfield. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. The offense in hurry-up mode. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. It's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's looking to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
And his slips just inside that right upright.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
One of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Facing a 3rd and long. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be 3rd and long. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. They'll have to put it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
Great protection, and down the middle it goes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
First and goal, Bulldogs. Husky, Husky.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll keep it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself and gets in for the score.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's begin on what's going on in a big one in the American. The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. Temple has come into hostile territory and made a statement so far today. But if I know this coach, he's telling this group, we haven't accomplished anything until that clock hits zeros.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
They're trailing by 10 to Temple. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air, it's St. Clair. Fires one high and deep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Off to the races. Touchdown, Owls! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Mississippi State, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Mississippi State right back to the line. Going to sling it on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sands. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Owls can really attack on this second and short. The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Here's the handoff. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Bulldogs want to move quickly. Now the play fake. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Florida Atlantic trying to get it in from the red zone. Lost to fire on second down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville.
Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wide receiver. The give on the option. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Reads it, fires complete. Gets away from one, he's got space. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Quick completion to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And this one is perfect.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They'll run the screen. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Rides to back and leaves it. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. Wants to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Plows through the defense.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Owls.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Hauls it in. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. He'll go to the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They bring the punter onto the field now. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Tries to find a little more running room. Turn, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. That's reeled in. It's Otis. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense try to draw people off sides. No, sir. They say, we're going to get this thing. We need...
There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And guys, Florida Atlantic is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Quarterback on the keeper. Past the first down marker and still running. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Offense now working in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Dupree. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to set up the screen. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Rick.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, Wyoming and Colorado State have battled to the final whistle. Here's a quick breakdown. Wyoming was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Laramie. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Cowboys Nation, who will enjoy this win. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Mountain West.
And Kevin Connors finds a spot in the middle. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Newton. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Slams ahead. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're looking for from a defense. You're expecting runs, 2nd and goal. Got to find a way. You can't give an inch. This part of the field, this yard marker right here, you've got to be physical. Nice job by the defense.
Touchdown, Bulldog! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun to give to the back. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, running back on the move. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
221 wing. 221 wing.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout. Florida Atlantic.
After this, it'll be a wrap.
22-1.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. This is what an elite team does.